What it is, it's your boy More Juice. No souls, no glory. Happy Memorial Day. Man, this day we all know it's about honoring those who, ain't here, man. People who gave their life to the service. And the ones that's here, of course, man. And it just lets you appreciate the little things in life, more than getting on these sneakers, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that served. Yeah. Now, everyone's here because they want to hear what I got to say. It was a tough past few days, a stressful week and a half. And honestly, on No Souls, No Glory, I got a motto of you ain't going to hit all the time. And you got to keep moving on. You know what I mean? On to the next one. On to the next. But guess what? I'm salty. I ain't going to lie. And it's not because I ain't hit on any one of them sneakers, whether it be, the Jordan 3J the Balvins, them Futura Dunks, or the Canary Yellows. It's not about that. But you see, I see what's going on. Now, one thing we all know, it's been in the sneaker news. A lot of people been snitching. And usually when people be telling, it's on people they know. You mad because some type of figures or agreement didn't go your way. So you're going to leak that this person got, 200 pair of these sneakers, 50 pair of these sneakers. That's already a sucker. I'm old school. I don't care if I don't hit, but to tell on those who didn't, some people going to say it's cool. Because y'all going to say, yeah, at least now the door's open. They on blast. Nike going to investigate them. And that's true. But it's just something in me where I can't do that. But to those out there who hit, shout out to y'all, because this was tough, man. Now, we all know the Jordan 3J Balvins. They had his site have them. I thought about, should I buy $100 worth of stuff if I know I'm going to get them? Hey, whoever did, that was a good call on your behalf. It was real dumb of me, but I was looking at it like I don't want his merch. What if I can't sell it? I wish I did now. I keep it real. And for the 25,000 that hit people accounts who have bots, I know they salty. But in the end, if you got the manpower to hold on, call your bank and say they charged me $25K for these sneakers, at the end of the day, you're still 9 times out of 10, you get your money back and a free sneaker. Because I doubt they do returns unless the bank said, did you try to return them? And they say, yeah, which I doubt. So you still came up to me. But you did have a little scare. And again, I don't know how that works. Maybe you couldn't return them. Maybe you could. So that's something interesting, because you might have got a free sneaker if you rich. Or let's say you just had 26,000 or whatever in there, and they took 25. You still getting the sneaker, but you still calling your bank, getting that reverse. So it might be a win-win regardless. Now, as far as them J Balvins, we know a lot was backdoored. They sitting in Colombia. It shows you how we all fit, how we all living, who's struggling, and how people think. The people who struggling still bought them here, but they were able to do that. In Colombia, they ain't worrying about all that. So it just shows you how life is different. Moving right along, and then Futuras, that was one of the ones that was like really backdoor. Now, it was rumored to have, they say 20K, then it went to 10K. And with that and the J Balvins, I'm hearing the J Balvins probably had 6,000 wow. And the Futuras had about 7,000, the same number almost. And with the back door, you really put that into maybe having, 4,000 pairs, maybe more, maybe less. So to me, it's just grimy in the sense that going into the raffle, I felt good, but I knew. And with these raffles, you got to feel like you ain't getting them anyway. And that's how I felt. Took my L, draw close, move on. I feel like, though, with the Canary Yellows, because it was the most stock, I felt good. Nike, y'all gave a lot of people that didn't get them, but then y'all let people hit on 2 and 3 for the family. Like, if I get a adult pair, a public school pair, and then a toddler pair, it's like, huh? What algorithm caused that? That was very not cool. I know people who hit on 2, but then get the adult pair for themselves, so they still salty. You know what I mean? Because they the one who's supposed to get them first because they buying them. The little children don't care. So that was something else that was wild too. But hey, I'll take it for my family to eat. You know, you want to do the little picture. You know how we do in the hood. Everybody get on the 3 sneakers. You know, that's what they wanted. But unfortunately, they ain't get them. So I looked into the Canary Yellow release. It was very wild. Because what I think with the momentum of not hitting on the first 2 sneakers, it made these Canary Yellows, I gotta have them. So it's raffles, just bomb, bomb, bomb. Companies I never heard of, man. Likelihood. I think it was One Nest. It was so many companies that it's like, I didn't even know they had this company right in the area. They got sneakers. You know what I mean? That's just like, they got a good quantity. Do this raffle. Then, of course, Armand Monnier. They being talked about right now because they known for backdooring. I didn't say it. But when you go on the raffle with the EYL joint to make it more fair, you log in. And a lot of sizes that were important, like size 11, where it would have been a woman 12 and a half, it was just skipped. So you know that was already backdoored. So that was grimy in itself. It was a funny thing to where it really lets you know, Nike, y'all claim y'all for the people and y'all doing better and y'all made more dunks available and stuff like that. But when it comes to top releases, y'all know it's just common sense, sneakerheads. And for anyone who don't know, you're going to know today. Some people think like this. Instead of getting a nice couple of dunks, couple of Air Force Ones, a couple of grade school J's, I'm going to save all my money through the year. So when that top sneaker come out, I could at least get that one, right? So if I don't hit, I can spend my $700 to $1,000 and get them. But guess what? When that's happening, you also have the same person telling auntie and granny to help. So you got to look at it like it was enough pairs as far as what Travis Scott lows, Jordan 1 lows normally have. But for all the people that was trying and all the stores that got them, it still wasn't fair. So what my point is for Nike to say they doing things right by making certain sneakers accessible, but then when they top sneakers, keeping it limited, you are failing the system, Nike. I don't get that. You got to have hype, and you can't make everything for everyone to get, like a Panda Dunk. I get that. Even the Air Force One white on whites, they taking them back and making them harder to get. That's already been in the news, I think, 2 months ago. But the point is, you could at least drop 100K of these. Y'all put the rumor, I heard 50K, I heard 30 or 20K. It ain't enough. People wanted Travis Scott, and a lot of people never hit. So y'all ruined people Memorial Weekend because y'all knew with the momentum they was going to go hard and not hit on the first 2, but then don't get these either. So that's what life is about. It's Memorial Weekend. You're living. It's not about just a sneaker. But in all reality, it's just common sense. People wanted them. Going into the summer, that's going to be a summer sneaker. And y'all kind of made people feel away, Nike. That ain't the move. Drop them sneakers with a little gap. I don't know what that was about because we all know June, July, and sometimes early August be flops. So y'all just gave people the reason not to buy none of y'all products going into back to school time. Why would y'all do that? Hey, whoever's around that round table, man, y'all need to listen to me. Y'all need to hire me. I'll come to Oregon and do an interview. Or y'all want to meet in New York? We could do that. Because what sense is marketing? What kind of marketing is that to have a top sneaker release and then people going to be so salty they don't hit? They're not going to buy t-shirts, socks. They're not going to buy underwear. They're not going to buy anything from y'all. And you're going to take a loss into the next quarter. Do that make sense, Nike? You would at least space it out to hide the L's and the feelings. But y'all got to figure that out. But again, I'm humble. All I want is a fair shake. Nike, come interview me. I can show y'all how to make people more happy and still make releases more hype. Because what y'all did this weekend, it was very messed up. And on top of that, it's 3 in a row. Y'all ain't even give people 2 weeks to feel away. People knew they L's before, you know what I mean, Saturday. Sneakers was the only hope. And this how y'all do people. Like, especially like me, I buy Nike shirts, socks. Shit, if I had hair, Or if I was out there, I get a headband. I get caps. My daughter, you know what I mean? Anybody who know me, you getting a sneaker, you getting something. I love Nike, and I love Adidas, and I love other brands. But Nike, I know y'all to go to for a lot of people, and this is why y'all feel y'all can do that. But it was very wrong. It left a sour taste of people's mouth. And now for the next quarter or two, you're going to suffer. But the way Nike feel is we could dump out all the J's that came out from it back in the day. And for that, people going to be happy. Which might be true when it's 500K to a million pairs. But y'all know people want them exclusive, man. Y'all should have a program for people who buy t-shirts, socks, and things that aren't hype. Give them some time exclusive access. Y'all keep saying exclusive access, but it's not like how it used to be when we used to go ahead and the rumor was use sneakers and buy products. You got rewarded. Now, I will say this. They're probably going to do a surprise drop for the people that got them but didn't get them because they got caught with a bot or the credit card just didn't have the money or it was an unusual purchase. We all know when that exclusive drop happened, though. If it happened, it's going to be very rare that we all get a chance to hit. And they keep calling them shock drops as well. But they telling people. So y'all got to have some type of system where employees stop leaking stuff. And I'm going to be real. I don't mind it being leaked because it's exciting and we all get a chance to know anyway. But the point is the people that's you leaking it to, they getting them bots ready anyway. So how we all going to eat? And I'm not being biased. When you work for a company, this is always going to happen. I get it. I'm just saying as a company, y'all got to do the right thing as far as how y'all release things. People taking 3 L's. Y'all know that could change. If y'all for the people, that could change somebody's mood. I know y'all don't care, but it's just like, man, we got to start doing things a certain way. And that's all I'm saying. A lot of people took L's, and I normally say, oh, well, move on. But this wasn't fair to have some people got, I had a short that said, if you hit on one retail, you're very lucky. And then you got people who got all 3, but people ain't hit none. Like, what type of thing is that with that algorithm? You know, so I just did this video to say how sneakerheads feel, but also to lift the culture up. Get up, dust yourself off, all right? Dust yourself off, and we're going to do better. We're going to hit on something soon. I can't complain. I've been hitting on a lot of stuff, but I know how life works, especially for me. I'm going to hit on them dunks and things that still, like, I could put an extra 100 up to get, extra even 200 to get. But when it's time for the big dog, I used to always hit that, and I keep it real. I have my run, but I ain't been hitting no more. So it's just like, hey, I know how people feel. Some people will give up 5 decent sneakers to have that one heater, you know? So I just made this video to let people know, you know, we all together. We all gonna catch L's. Keep moving. Don't let it stop you. But I know you're frustrated. And of course, with this video, we connected well, man. Definitely like this, man, because I need that push. You know what I mean? I was a little sick, so I had to take off a few days, but I'm back. And we just gonna keep rolling, man. Description, links in the bio, everything to contact your boy. No souls, no glory. Enjoy that barbecue and the leftovers for the rest of the few days. After 4 days, or I say 3 days, throw that in the trash. Happy Memorial Weekend, y'all.